Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, we're here.
Just a little slow tonight.
Apparently.
It's all good.
And she's downing her melatonin-infused tea, so it's only going to get faster.
It just goes downhill even
More
faster.
Interesting. The dog's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Dog's like, oh my gosh, again.
Hey, speaking of the dogs, our dog's name is Snuffles, which is a Harry Potter reference.
Harry Potter reference.
My buddy, ministry buddy, Andrew Larson, is currently in line for Gringotts.
Go Andrew.
Universal. So greetings from the Escape from Gringotts. So hope you all are having fun. And that is, bless everybody. Like her sitting next to me that goes to the Central Florida parks during spring break season. So yeah,
I didn't go to the park.
Well, I mean, you sort of did. It's a non-parks show. You're yelling, but I am yelling. Sorry, it's a non-park show, but you ran through some of the parks.
Well, that's true.
Which kind of counts.
I did run through.
Yeah, which kind of counts. So anyway, Jen says, "Is this Tanya's takeover?"
It's my takeover.
Yeah, the answer to that question is
Tall Tanya's Travel Tips Tuesday takeover.
Whatever that means.
Did I say all that in the right order?
Yeah. By the way, if you did not see the graphic for tonight's show, here, I'm going to take us off screen real quickly. There's donut size of face.
I'm just not sure where this dog thinks he's going.
Yeah, the dog's like, I don't know.
Under my seat.
Doing some sort of like...
He's snuffling.
Laser, like, ninja move through the chairs right now. I don't know.
What's a laser ninja?
I have no idea. Like a Mission Impossible.
Is a laser ninja a thing? Or is the ninja doing laser moves or lasers? How are lasers involved in this scenario?
I need a nap. Anyway,
He got some. I'll be right back.
Yeah, hang on. The dog's eating something. I don't know what. What is it?
Fun dip.
Oh, Fun Dip. It's not my Fun Dip.
It's in your office.
Well, it's your office too.
Am I through?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I'm back.
There we go. Hope y'all are enjoying this at home.
We're so professional.
So, whatever that means. Anyway, so yeah, tonight's going to be a fun show. I actually remember to put the correct date on the sheet tonight, so that's fun.
It's not match anymore.
It's not match the 22nd of 2000.
April. Oh,
it's April. Yes. No.
He wrote April.
It is April the 5th, 2022. Yeah. So it is for sure. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well. We'd love for you all to share this wherever you are at, whatever you are up to, whether you are standing in line at Universal Orlando or whether you are...
This helps you pass the time, whatever helps.
Getting ready to go to sleep or just, I don't know, doing dishes, that kind of thing. We'd love for you to share this in your feed on the Facebook and YouTube, wherever you may be.
Who let the kids in the office? It's his Fun Dip, I'm telling you. It even has Baby Dodo on it.
Jen says I'm cat sitting. Fun Dip. Who let the kids in the office? Was not me. I did not let the kids in the office. I may have let the dog out.
I don't let Fun Dip in the house, so that's a mystery.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Fun Dip is like devil's dust.
Awful.
So anyway, just as bad as like pixie sticks. Really, it's like
glitter.
The same stuff.
It's the edible version of glitter.
Well, you can get edible glitter too.
This is not the show for that. It's a totally, y'all want to tune into a different show if that's
Travel
what you want
Tips
to talk
Tuesday after dark.
I've never even seen edible glitter. I'm serious. Let's just move on.
I was just gonna leave it at that, but you're like taking this.
Can you edit that out of the?
Absolutely not. You're always talking about how we need
You're
to
the
leave.
one. You brought it up. Go ahead, Reverend.
Can't scam nice things, can we?
I say that every week. The dog just looks like, no, we can't.
The dog got a haircut today, by the way.
Oh, he looks so sweet.
Yep, he did.
And he smells so much better.
His little like tail that healed in a broken spot. So
Ian, our resident foodie, says Fun Dip is so good, and now I'm going to question everything you say about food from here on out.
Here's a question: would you put Fun Dip on ramen?
Is that a question? Do you normally ask him? Like,
no,
if
like,
you put certain things on ramen. Is this a joke you have?
No, but he's like very creative when it comes to like food things, and like you like ramen, and I know he does, and I do. I'm just saying, like, it's an adventure. It's kind of a catch-all. You can put a lot of stuff on it. I feel like.
Have you already been drinking the melatonin tea?
I have not ever had any melatonin that I know of.
He gave the boys melatonin tonight, and the baby said, "What was he talking about when you came in?"
I have no idea.
It was like he was asking me about like cracker donuts. He gets a little wild when he has his melatonin.
Sometimes when he doesn't.
Yeah, he rambles like he'll like record him at night, and he just talks and talks, and we don't even know what half of it's about.
So Ian's response to the fun dip question, I might need something to might need something to go with it.
Better you than me, Ian.
There you go. Sounds like it could be something random at like some sort of weird Epcot festival booth or something.
If they serve it on the Star Cruiser.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Right alongside the blue shrimp. No, we made that up. So
we made that up.
Yeah. Anyway.
Nope. They believe us. Everything we say is 100% reliable.
Speaking of cracker donuts, great way to start a conversation.
Great segue, Jen.
What did you go to eat at Disney? So the cracker,
not cracker donuts. So surprisingly,
the cracker thing. Will, our 5-year-old, who's becoming a little bit more verbose in his 5-year-old speech, was sitting at dinner tonight. I don't know if you were there for this or not. Maybe we're like waiting on you to come sit down or something. And he was like, "Now, because we have Taco Tuesday at our house." And he was like, "Now, if we don't have like tacos or chips," no, this was at lunch. "If we don't have chips for lunch, we can have," he like mumbled something. I'm like, "What?" Like something like that. I'm like, "What?" Because whatever, he's 5. So he
yells everything until it's something you actually want to hear. And then
he was saying saltines. He was talking about saltine crackers. So that could have been where like this came from. I don't know. So
cracker donuts.
Sounds delicious.
No idea.
Hey, look, we've got 10 viewers. I don't think that's ever happened.
No, my first episode, we were up to 17. People were really excited, and then they learned that it's actually not any better with me on it. So they quit watching.
What about that one time I got a haircut?
How many viewers did you have then?
We had like 1,000 views that night.
That was the first time I heard Ian's name. I was like, "Who's this guy?" And you were like, "He's my friend Ian." And I was like,
"Speaking of which, I do need a haircut, by the way."
You want to do it again? Hey,
I'm sorry.
Cracker donuts.
Whoa. Edible glitter.
My mom's texting me.
As of last week on March the 31st, we're just gonna go right into it.
Wait, you gonna read the tail of the tape or whatever?
No, we're gonna do things differently from here on out. I got a plan. I'll tell you about it. I came up with it.
It's Travel Tips Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. We're gonna talk about Tanya's non-parks trip.
Yes, we are. We're gonna, and you'll hear this like if you're listening to this in podcast land, all 12 of you. So we're actually getting to the point where more people watch this live and listen to it, download it. But yeah, we're gonna start doing the intro. I think maybe in the recorded feed, like the podcast version, so you can hear like more of the witty banter.
That's what we call this. Witty banter.
I don't know. Ian says, "Does Tanya have a matching for every sweater?" A sweater.
That's actually a great idea. No, this is my fancy mug, and so it's like limited colors.
Yeah.
This is my Ember mug.
I should have one. We don't have any bright yellow mugs, do we?
Yeah, you do. You've got one that looks like an Inca Cola bottle.
My friend Barbara says, "I have some close friends' haircuts during COVID. Do you want me to do it?" So Barbara, you may not know this, but during COVID, like the early days, so like what?
Spring, it was Mother's Day of 2020. So
yeah, it was
2 months in.
So I had not had a haircut in probably like 4.5 months. It was like bad, long, shaggy, like COVID cut grossness. Nobody could find
COVID cut.
I mean, there are things like you couldn't find toilet paper in the grocery stores. You couldn't find
y'all remember these
a webcam, to save your life online or at Best Buy or Target.
You couldn't find hair clippers. I had to borrow
could not find hair clippers either. So like the toilet paper made the news, but like webcams and hair clippers were right up there, stuck on some boat somewhere. I guess I don't know,
pajamas.
But yeah, pajamas. People, never mind. So anyway. Yeah, she cut my hair live on Facebook. It's to this day the most viewed Facebook live video I've ever had.
Into a mohawk mullet. A mullet?
I don't know, but we're not doing that again.
Mohawk.
I have no idea. like I got dared by some friends, and Ian was one of them.
I made him wear it for 24 hours.
Yeah. Jen says the dark times of COVID or Tanya cuts. That's right up there with word vomit.
Hashtag word vomit.
We're close to
he just hashtag word vomited with Tanya cuts.
Yes, you did 100%. So
I do it on the back porch.
Yeah, actually, that's what Barbara said. She said I can do it on my back. I can do it on my back porch. That's where we did it. Anyway, so we've got a little bit of Disney news to talk about before we get in. What's funny? News. Travel Tips Tuesday after dark. I had to say it again. I don't know why. But this is Tanya's non-park.
Half of what he says is like, why'd you say that? I don't know.
So we're gonna kind of get a trip report. Normally, it's like me giving trip report things and her kind of commenting along the way. But
this time I went on
this is, and I'll commentate along the way.
I have a lighter gray sweater. It might go better with.
We should have like chroma keyed this to like gray, and all that you would see is like her head. And
every week I could have a matching mug.
And every now and then, part of her face would disappear as she takes sips of her drink. But anyway, yeah, we're talking about Tanya's non-park trip report.
I used to teach English to Chinese kids online, and I had a green screen, and I had these little. Well, they're right over there. They're little, like frog ears, and so the headband and the ears are green, and then there's like white and black for the eyeballs, and so I put them on for a kid to be funny, and forgot that I was like in a green screen, so they were like just eyeballs just floating above my head, and the kid was like, "I'm so confused."
We should totally green screen this. This would be legit.
I still have my green.
Oh, look at this! Hey, look! I feel like we're doing our job here. By the way, look at this. Jen says, I said y'all to someone last week without thinking about it. That I was like, oh, it's from this pod. Your magic streams. That's right. You're welcome. Absolutely.
Y'all.
Breathing Southern culture to all corners of the world.
No, I follow this lady on Instagram who teaches people how to like make videos for business.
Uh-huh.
And she's always like, don't say like, hello, everybody. Like, just talk to one person.
Hello, everybody.
Like, yeah, don't do that. Just say like,
Rusty's still in the Navy.
Just like talk like you're talking to one person. And so someone like saying, don't say y'all. And I was like, well, where I'm from, y'all is singular and all y'all is plural. So if I say, hey, y'all, I'm just talking to one person. And she thought that was,
come on.
She thought that was funny.
Come on, son. All right.
Influencing the influencers now.
Our question of the day, what everybody's waiting for, is this. What is your favorite non-parks food at Walt Disney World? This could be a dish. This could be a restaurant. It could be a snack. Could be anything. The only qualifier is it has to be on Walt Disney World property, and it cannot be purchased inside of a theme park. Now, if you can purchase it,
Ian got around that. Did you notice?
Hang on a second. If you can purchase it inside a park and outside a park, that's okay. You just have to be able to purchase it outside a park. So, for example,
and it can't be the giant McDonald's.
If I said that's okay, we'd be wrong, but that's okay. But if I said Dole Whip float, you could do that because they're available at the Pineapple Lanai, and we're going to talk about the Dole Whip flight tonight, probably.
And Spirits on the Water.
Yeah. So
Spirits on the Water.
There it is. Would love to know your favorite non-parks food at the Walt Disney World Resort. We'll pop into the personal feed here in just a little bit, but if you want to comment live, that would be awesome as well. So here we go. Your Disney news for this week. As of last week on March 31st, Disney's All-Star Sports Resort is back open.
I was there.
And is the last resort to open at Walt Disney World.
I was there on March 31st, the day they
opened. She was. And did you know that that was the day that they were opening?
I did not.
I did not either.
I came home and I was like, hey, did you know that was the first day? And he was like, what? Yes.
I really had no idea. So
the staff was incredible.
All the hotels were back open.
The staff was, now I know why the staff was like so friendly. It was like being at Chick-fil-A.
So like,
so glad to have a job.
Disney Parks put out a video where it's like, I think all the hotels, like somebody from all the hotels saying just like a real quick couple of seconds about how they're glad to be back and be open and that kind of thing. It was a really cool little thing. So
I didn't see that.
Yeah. So Ian says, do they do the adult Dole Whip floats at Walt Disney World? They have them at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They do. So that's as of last week. All-Star Sports back open. Yay, All-Star Sports. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind opens up on May the 27th, just in time for Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, buddy. The day after.
We have different priorities.
That's it. So Kenobi's coming first on the 26th. So
I didn't even know it was Memorial Day weekend. I just knew it was Kenobi.
I also remember the 26th because it's my dad's birthday. So
It's the day before Kenobi.
It is the day before Kenobi. So yeah, excited about that. I may try to get down there,
which got bumped back. Kenobi was going to premiere on the 25th, which is the 45th anniversary of Star Wars.
That's true.
But then Ewan McGregor came on and was like, just kidding, we're going to do it the 27th, but you get 2 episodes instead of just the one. And I'm like,
fooled you.
So the question now is, Disney Plus used to drop new content on Fridays.
Yep.
And then with Marvel, they moved it to Wednesdays. So then they moved Star Wars to Wednesdays. Like all the Boba Fett stuff came out on Wednesdays. So we thought they were going to drop Kenobi on Wednesday. So now the question is Kenobi going to continue to drop on Fridays? This is a big question for people.
It matters
to some of us. So are they going to continue with Fridays after that? Or like with the Bad Batch, it premiered on a Tuesday because that was May the 4th. But then after that, they dropped regularly on Fridays. So the question we're wondering with Kenobi is it going to continue to drop on Fridays, or is that just their premiere on a Friday because it's in the middle of celebration and they're going to have a big thing going on out in Anaheim? Or is it because, or are they going to just drop it then and then move to Wednesday, or is it always going to be Friday?
Yep. Yeah, it would be awesome.
These are the important things that's about.
This is true. So she's a big fan of the old Star Wars universe.
The old, in case you haven't noticed.
The old Star Wars universe.
Nothing on me is obviously Star Wars. No, my shirt underneath is Star Wars.
True.
It's the Bad Batch. It's the Clone Force 99. And my scrunchie is technically
May
Star
the
Wars.
Schwartz be with you. All right.
Nope. Hey, there was a guy dressed up like that for the race. Yeah. It was awesome. The guy was like, I'm not sure like copyright we can air this. Like, it was really funny.
So it was Darth Helmet?
Yeah. It was huge. It was like he had done like a box. It was like a big, like a cardboard box.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, goodness. All right, we'll get into some of that here in a little bit. As early as April the 18th, we will start reintroducing traditional character greetings at Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts, as well as aboard Disney Cruise Line. That's right. Very soon, you will once again be able to hug Mickey Mouse, get an autograph from Mulan, and share a laugh with Goofy. So this is the Disney Parks.
You do that better than me.
So
I wonder why.
Anyway. So, this is coming soon. It's April the 5th. So, a couple weeks from now,
is it?
You'll be able to, you'll be able to, I'm just making sure. Yeah. I'm not making things up like I normally do. So, you'll be able to do character greetings, old school style. Remember when you could like actually walk up to somebody and not just have to do your socially distant selfie. Although, if you want to do that, you're still welcome to. So that's
you do you. Y'all do y'all.
And that's the news. All right. So, and it landed in exactly the same spot that I had it.
I was hoping I could get it back.
So, yes, Jen, you can see Donald Duck.
Woo! I love Donald.
That'll be good. So, once again, I'm going to drop this question the day up. I'm going to park that sucker there for just a little bit. While we intro your trip. So last week, and then I'll be quiet for a little while and let you talk, but I'll commentate along the way. I may take over. But I won't.
This is my takeover. You can't take over my takeover. That's like takeover Inception. You can't do that.
Yeah, no, I won't take over Inception. That'll be fun. So Tanya last week went to the Walt Disney World Resort and got to hang out for a few days there by herself, getting to see a lot of different resort hotels, spending a fair amount of time at Disney Springs, and doing a little walk jog through the parks a little bit with one of her good friends. And if you're friends with Tanya on Facebook, you can pop over there and see some of those.
She posted a whole album earlier, like not long ago. They're hysterical.
They are ridiculous.
My finish line picture turned out like surprisingly well.
Yep.
Like I could not believe it.
Did you do a jumpy picture?
Yep.
There we go.
I couldn't believe it.
That's the way to do it. I have to do the jumpy picture.
That's hard for me.
So now, if you allow me, we are going to enter the Twilight Zone. Tanya's non-parks trip report. Sorry, it's pretty bad.
But... It did when you were running the race, like sometime in the first mile, it was like,
yep.
Your reality is shifting. You're now entering into the Twilight Zone.
Picture man going on a journey.
When you were going
sight and sound
back into Epcot at the end of the race, it was like you're now going back to 2022.
Yep, this is true. So, tell us about your trip. What'd you do? Why'd you do it?
I ate.
What'd you enjoy the most?
Food.
Things.
No food.
Stuff.
Food. I ate food. I enjoyed food. It was awesome. So Had a bit of an interesting time trying to get down there with my flights, but I got down there Thursday. I was a little late for my lunch reservation, but they still let me in.
Where's your lunch reservation?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So Thursday and Friday, it was just me. And I pretty much just ate. I did a little bit of shopping, but mostly just ate. And then late, well, technically early Saturday morning, my friend came into town. And so Saturday we did like race expo. We ate, we shopped. And then Sunday was the race. And then after the race, I literally showered and took a lift to the airport. So it was short, but packed with food. So I'm not sure how this is going to work.
What?
So my first lunch reservation was, can you go back?
Yeah.
Is it showing? It's not showing them yet, is it?
Showing what?
The pictures. But remember, they're double.
No, I know.
Okay.
Okay, but we'll be all right.
Okay. So when I got there, I dropped my stuff off in my room, and then I took a bus straight to Magic Kingdom. It's really weird being right in front of the Magic Kingdom and not walking into it. But I went straight to the Magic Kingdom and then took a little boat over to Wilderness Lodge because I was having lunch at Whispering Canyon, and they serve lunch and breakfast through lunch. So it's like brunch the whole time. And I was there right at the end. So I closed it down for lunch. And then are they seeing the picture? Or are they seeing us still?
No, they're still seeing us.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what he's like.
No, you're good.
Well, I had a picture before that.
I need to get a second screen. This is a
lot easier. Before that.
Well, I know, but it was. This is the picture. It was the.
I know. It was.
You want to start there? All right, we'll start there. All right.
That's why I put the picture first.
Okay, sorry. You can tell we did a lot of planning into this tonight. Here we go. All right, story time.
Okay, so we're off to the side now. I see it. So right there. So Wilderness Lodge. I took a little boat over from the front of the Magic Kingdom. It was so neat. The boat captain was awesome. Well, when he got on, he did this whole like little pirate thing to tell us, all the safety things. It was really fun. Everybody was cracking up. And then we took this little boat over to the Wilderness Lodge. And so you can see the Wilderness Lodge. We're going around Shipwreck Islands there on the left. And then you can see the cabins kind of in the front there. And then I got off on the dock, walked up into the lobby, and Whispering Canyon is just off to the lobby. So you can see there's a lot of shenanigans. You can flip it, John. So I got, I forgot what it's called. I think the Heritage Skillet, maybe. But these biscuits and gravy were ridiculous. They
do look good.
They were so good. I'm working on a video review, hopefully for YouTube. So we'll see if that ever becomes a thing.
Hashtag Travel Tips Tuesday. Go subscribe.
Yeah. Ring a bell or something, do some thumbs ups or whatever. I don't know. Anyway,
ring the notification bell.
There you go. The biscuits, like I picked them up and it just literally like fell apart. They were so warm and soft. They were delicious. They were cheddar biscuits, and the gravy was delightful. And if you know me in real life, biscuits and gravy is like one of my favorite all-time meals.
A beautiful thing.
I love biscuits and gravy so much. Okay, and then I got the skillet. Also came with you're gonna have to be it came with the eggs, scrambled eggs. The potatoes were really good. The bacon was not quite as crispy. I like bacon maybe like a little overdone, like burnt.
Yep.
So it wasn't quite like that. The sausages were good. I'm going to be totally honest with y'all and say I don't love Mickey pancakes, Mickey waffles. I don't love Mickey waffles.
I will if they are fresh, I like them. If they are not fresh and you can tell they've been sitting under the warmer for like 45 minutes, they're not that great.
Well, I'm not a huge Belgian waffle. They're crunchy. They're crispy. I like a soft waffle.
I like them. I like them when they're not crunchy. I've had them that way and they are delightful.
I've never had one not crunchy.
Yep.
But they're fine. I ate one because that's what you do and that's what I do.
Yeah.
But but the best part about let's see what the next picture is because I don't even remember.
Let's see. We'll just do it that way.
Okay. The best part about Whispering Canyon is just the shenanigans. Like it is a wild experience. If you're painfully shy, this is probably not the restaurant for you. The waiters are loud. They're in your face, and they just do silly stuff. Like you drink out of mason jars, but if you keep asking for more drink, they'll finally just give up and bring you a gallon glass jar with a huge straw in it. And this one guy was like standing up trying to like drink out of his straw.
That would completely be me.
It was so
100%.
great. I mean, it's just a mess. Like the waiter came around and was like, you and you and you, was pointing at different people from different tables and was like, come over here, come over here. And I was like, me? And he was like, are you serious? You're the only one at your table. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm alone. But I thought there was like a table behind me, but there wasn't. So I got up, go over there, and he's like, you need to sing happy birthday to this girl and make it good because my tip depends on it. And so we were like, happy birthday to you. And then they gave her a dessert, but she's lactose intolerant, so she couldn't have the dessert. So two of the waiters sat down and ate it themselves.
Did you put that picture in here, or is it a video?
I don't.
No, it was a video. Yeah, it was a video.
They just sat down and started eating it themselves, and I was dying. Of course, they did bring her.
It's pretty hilarious.
They did bring her an appropriate dessert that she could eat, but it was so funny. One of the big things about Whispering Canyon is the ketchup parade, is what you're looking at right now.
Yep.
So,
18
if you
bottles.
need ketchup and you ask your waiter for ketchup, he'll make you scream for it. And then they bring you every single ketchup in the restaurant. And then when someone else needs it, it's your responsibility. They're going to yell for it, and it's your responsibility to take it to them. So I had to sit there and go, I need ketchup. And he made me yell it 3 times. And then they all, like, it was 18 bottles of ketchup. So there's the ketchup parade. Because I'm so sad because I was at the very end of lunch, and they closed between lunch and dinner to reset. And so no one needed ketchup after me because I was like the last person seated. I wasn't quite. There was a family that came in after me. But I was really sad no one needed me to take the ketchup to them. Then it was very fun. Oh, one of my other favorite parts is there was a couple sitting kind of like in a corner booth, and she was on the phone. And when her waiter noticed she was on her phone, he turned around to the whole restaurant and goes, hey, everybody, be quiet. She's on the phone. Shh, everybody, be quiet. She's trying to talk. And the lady couldn't even talk anymore. She was just like crying with laughter. It was very fun.
It was a good day.
You got to anticipate. Like, I think if you went to Whispering Canyon thinking you were going to have this nice like meal, you would be shocked. But
it's not like you said, ironically, she's an introvert. So like,
but I'm not shy. I'm not shy at all.
I don't know. But yeah, you kind of, Anyway, it's an experience.
That's one of my like my like life callings, is to make sure people understand the difference between shy and introvert, and they're not the same thing.
There's a guy with a big hat.
That was my waiter. He was amazing. Oh, and so if you go back, they'll put you in jail if you're misbehaving. So you see they put a little jail
cell,
and you have to sit there and eat your meal behind the bars. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on in this restaurant. So look, keep your eyes out for the video review. It was really exciting. Oh, if you drop your silverware, this is what they bring you.
Giant fork. That is as big as your face.
You went, can I get another fork? I dropped mine. Because I'm listening, because I'm by myself. That's all I do is I eavesdrop on other people. And he's like, can I get a fork? And the waiter went, oh, he dropped his fork. And another waiter went, oh, and he went to the kitchen and came out with that. And he goes, don't drop this one. And it was just so funny. It was really great.
It's good stuff.
It was really good stuff. And the food really was good too. It was really good.
All right.
Also at, I got it.
Go ahead.
I got it.
Okay.
I don't need you to lead me into I can do it myself. This is Tanya's takeover, man. So the next place is Geyser Point Bar and Grill. And this is also at the Whispering. This is also at Wilderness Lodge. See, I told you I didn't need you. This is also at Wilderness Lodge.
Well, I'll see you later.
Bye. And they do have a window where you can just walk up, like a to-go window. So I've heard everybody raving about this Bison Burger. My friend Kimberly loves the Bison Burger. People love the Bison Burger. So I'm like, I'm going to get a Bison Burger. Well, I just eaten a lot of food. So I got my Bison Burger and I took it with me for dinner that night. But there's a picture of Geyser Point, and is the Bison Burger next, or there may be a little break in between?
I do not know.
No. Okay. So I actually had dessert first on Thursday night. I went to Enzo's Hideaway. So if you're not familiar with this at Disney Springs, if you look in the back, the vertical red sign says Maria and Enzo's. It's an Italian restaurant. Enzo's Hideaway is this dome that you see more in the foreground, and it's literally like underneath. So you have to go like down these stairs. It's not on the walking, like the main path.
Right.
And so you have to walk down these stairs, and it's a speakeasy. So it's modeled after, the speakeasies of the 20s. And it's called Enzo's Hideaway Tunnel Bar. And it was really neat. It was really neat. It was a neat place. And this is still a great place for families. The menu is a little bit different than what they have at Maria and Enzo's. I sat at the bar, and there was a picture of the bar. I was given the choice to sit at a table, but being one, I take up a lot less space at the bar, so I chose to sit there. I did not edit this picture, but you can see the drink is called, I can't even pronounce what the drink is called, but it's a non-alcoholic drink. It's strawberry puree, ginger beer, Sprite, and lemon juice. And so it was spicy. Like the ginger was really spicy, but it was really good. I really enjoyed that. My server was excellent. Where are you going? I'm not done talking about the picture. Can you just calm down?
We got a lot of things.
I know. Calm down. Chocolate ganache is what you see at the bottom there. And it was so good. And that's toasted marshmallow underneath it. Had candied orange on the top. Delightful. Now you may go on, sir.
Sorry.
Phlegm. So just a couple. I'm just going to do this. Just a couple pictures of the inside. It was just so neat. Like, look how it's just so pretty. And there's the entrance, so you even feel like you're going into like an underground tunnel. It was great. As John stated, the day I checked in was the day All Star Sports reopened. I was not hugely impressed with the room itself, but like I said, the staff was incredible.
The room itself had not been refurbished yet, right?
I have heard that they did a soft refurb, so curtains, bedding,
gotcha,
carpets, that kind of thing. The carpet had not been refurbed in my room. I mean, you could see where it had been worn from use.
Well, I mean, that's a big deal too, because most Disney rooms are moving to like the flat,
the luxury vinyl or whatever.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed. The big thing there were two big things that bothered me about the room. There was no coffee maker, and the outlets were an issue. There were no USB outlets anywhere because it hadn't been refurbed. That's fine. I'm not concerned about that. I mean, I know people. It would be nice to have. But like the outlets, so I had two double beds. They weren't even queens, which again, fine. I'm by myself. It's not a big deal. But like on one side, the only outlet was like next to the bed, but it was like feet between the wall and the bed. So you'd have to have like an extra long cord if you wanted to be able to use your device in your bed. The other one was closer to the walls next to the bathroom, but the plug was at the foot of the bed. So again, you would have to have an extra long one. So the nightstand, I had to pull the nightstand. It had no plugs on it away from the wall and plug it in behind there. So it was just kind of like not what I'm used to. But for a value, I mean, it was fine. There was nothing wrong with the room. It was sufficiently clean. It had everything I needed. Like I said, the staff, didn't have coffee pot, but the staff was very nice. They were very excited to be back. So I just took a couple pictures. This is the check-in lobby. If you're not familiar with All Stars, you can kind of get an idea. This is the food court. We've always been happy with the food court at any of the All Stars we've ever stayed in.
It's nothing fancy.
It's nothing insane, but it's really. I took a video in here too. I'll put a video together for that.
Like if you got kids that are like picky eaters and all they'll eat is like chicken fingers, hamburgers, and mac and cheese, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean it's
pizza,
good.
I mean basic pasta.
It's cafeteria type food, but on a better level.
Right.
It's like not the quality of cafeteria food. But anyway, sorry. So this is the outside of the resort where I stayed. It was a surf theme, and I was right across from I'm sorry, guys. It was right across from the pool, and you can see the main building on the right side of the photo. So I was literally like 3 rooms back from the main building. It was awesome because I didn't have to do a lot of walking to get to the bus or whatever. Here's the Bison Burger. So I got it medium.
So good.
So you can see a little bit of pink in there is what I like. There's it looks like mayonnaise. It ain't mayonnaise. It's some kind of like aioli heaven or something or other. I don't even know.
Aioli heaven.
It's got lettuce and cheddar and bacon and I don't know what the bun is. It was really good. I heard later that it's a mix of like beef and bison. So it's not too gamey. I never really understood what that word meant. But if you know what that means, it's apparently not too much of that. But it was good. And I ate it a few hours after I got it and it was still delicious. So if it was like fresh, it would have been really, really good. But it was really, really good.
I'm looking it up. Hang on.
I heard it was like 40% bison and 60 beef, but I don't know.
I'm looking to see if something's not right. Thanks.
That is a lot of ketchup, Jen.
All right, hang on. You keep talking. I'll find this. I'll interject.
Introvert does not equal shy. Preach. I'm catching up on the. You were. Oh, the Hang 10 area. Yeah. I'm like, what is she talking about?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that was like a whole picture ago. I've already forgotten it.
Yeah.
I'm slow.
So I'm having to update the Disney app because it's not showing up correctly. So, but I'll come back to that about the Bison Burger.
Okay. But it was delicious. So yeah, I had my dessert first at Enzo's, which I highly recommend. And then I had my burger for dinner. Y'all, it doubled on my photos. I don't know why. So the next morning, Friday morning, I got up and took a bus over to Hollywood Studios. Again, felt it was really weird being right at the entrance of the park and not going in. And then I took the Skyliner, which is really, I realize it's really quite silly because like Hollywood Studios is here and Epcot's here, but to get from Hollywood Studios to Epcot and the Skyliner, you have to go like down to Caribbean Beach and over to Riviera and then all over.
It takes so much more time.
Why didn't they just make a Skyliner that's like
you did a cool time lapse.
I did do a cool time lapse video. But I took it over to Epcot and walked over to the yacht club and ate at Ale and Compass. Because remember, we had this conversation a few weeks ago on the podcast. You were talking about Ale and Compass, and I was like, well, let me just see if I can get myself a little reservation. And I did. And I'm very glad. I got a Joffrey's cold brew. And it was so pretty when I poured the cream in. Then I had to take a picture.
I'm having to go to another site because the Disney site, surprise, is not working.
I got shrimp and grits, and it was so good. There's a poached egg on top, chorizo sausage, tomato stew, some kind of corn salsa. Y'all, it was so good.
All right, so just brief pause for the bison cheeseburger because you have to give it its moment. It has, of course, it doesn't give like the mix. Well, it doesn't give the mix about the meat or anything, but it's bacon, sweet crispy onion straws, Marionberry sauce, whatever that is, and garlic aioli. So deliciousness.
I just ate it all.
All right, back to the shrimp and grits.
The shrimp and grits were so good, and it was huge. I could not finish it, and it was a lot. It was. I mean, it didn't look like a lot of food, and they brought it out, and I was like, oh, I may get something else too because I was wanting to try those dark chocolate waffles we were talking about, but I couldn't even finish it. But that and the cold brew were like the perfect morning to get me going. I'm clicking it twice. Why ain't it going twice? So here's a picture of outside the yacht club, and you can see the lighthouse where the friendship boats pick up for the Yacht and Beach Club. You can also see the boardwalk across Crescent Lake there. So I just thought that was a pretty shot. Y'all, I'm clicking it twice. I swear to you. Okay. In the yacht club, if you're familiar with this time of the year, they decorate these eggs. The bakery staff will decorate the eggs there. So I just took a picture of a few of the eggs that I thought were some of my favorites. I like the way they looked. I thought they were pretty. So there's Belle and the Beast. There's getting to me.
Why are you making all this noise?
I'm so tired. I'm like hitting it twice and it's only going one picture. Like, don't you understand what the 2 punches means?
Look at this one.
Baby Dodo with his little space macaroons.
He looks angry.
Listen, I think they did a great job.
Well, I think no. It's good. It just, I don't know. It looks different.
I clicked it twice. Why is it not going?
It almost looks like it's Donald Trump's face on Baby Yoda.
This is not the time.
No, I'm just saying that's what it looks like. Go back. I'm not gonna say what I just said live because y'all probably can't hear it.
Does. No, I said it does. I acknowledge you. Y'all, we'll put that in the comments.
It does.
We're not putting that in writing.
We won't.
Rapunzel.
I got the wind in my hair and the sun in my face. Sorry.
I like it when Shorty sings it.
Shorty's the best. He's my favorite.
I love Shorty. Swirls on the water. So
swirls
I went from there over
the water. Swirls on the water.
That's really sacrilegious.
Probably. It is. Sorry, that was really bad. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm gonna edit that out.
Look, thank you. Look, so I took a bus over to Disney Springs. I was making Legos for my kids. That's gonna be another video. You can custom build little Lego minifigs. So I did that for our children here. But anyway, I put my name on the list and then I went over to Swirls on the Water so I could get.
Stand by. There it is.
The Dole Whip flight.
Dun,
so
dun,
excited.
Dun.
So it was so good.
So good.
It was lemon blueberry cookie, and it had, you can see the little sugar cookie peeking behind back there. It was really yummy. I enjoyed that one. Can you go back to doing that? It's
Well,
so
I was
hard. It's
going
so
to,
far
but you're like,
away.
I must.
Because you were going at
I
the
must
wrong
press the
time.
button.
You go at the wrong. Not then. Okay.
I'm ready for the next one.
Pineapple vanilla, which pineapple is the traditional Dole Whip. Which, if you're not familiar, a traditional pineapple Dole Whip is dairy free. If that interests you,
it is.
So, I don't know if the one with vanilla added is dairy free. I'm gonna guess not, but I don't know that. But I've never had it swirled with anything, and it was really good.
Swirl,
please. And then habanero lime was also really good. I've never had spicy ice cream. If you just had a couple bites of it, it wasn't too spicy. If I had I like a little bit of spicy, but not much. I'm not a big spicy person. So if I had a few bites, it might have gotten a little spicy for me, but then I just went over to the pineapple vanilla or the cookie one, and it was fine. And then I went to Trader Sam's.
There it is.
And it was so much fun. It's an experience. It is for families. Kids are allowed in until 7:00, I think is the cutoff. And it's small. It's at the Polynesian. You have to walk up and put your name on the list. You will wait. They text you if you're not back in 15 minutes. They just keep going down the list. Like, it's just,
there's no grace.
It's too bad. Yeah, you got to put your name on the list again. So it was it opens at 3. So from 3 to 7, you can have children in there as well. And there were a number of kids there when I was there. It was so much fun. It's very small. And the capacity,
what, 50?
The capacity was 51, and that includes the staff. Yeah. So it was very small. But it was quite an experience. It's really modeled after like the Tiki Room and the Jungle Cruise.
It's part of the whole Society of Adventures and Explorers.
Yeah.
That sort of,
like when I sat down, the waiter, it was like, have you ever been here before? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, me neither. I mean, it's just, you're going to get a lot of like Jungle Cruise type jokes like that. And so it was just really, it's a wild time. You would not want to go here if you were shy. Nope. They have drinks with specialty mugs. And so I was taking pictures. I was at a high top table with about 8 other people, 8 or 9 they seat every seat. I mean, there's no, like, you just sit with whoever's there. Like it's not like a table for 4 or whatever. Mm-hmm. Everybody, that's part of the experience, that you're going to be sitting with other people and talking with other people. So I was able to, because I had so many people around me, I was able to take lots of pictures of the things they were ordering. So this is called the Zombie. And you can pay extra and get one of these special mugs to take home with you. And this one is kind of special because it's modeled after Trader Sam's Shrunken Heads. Yes. Right. He doesn't do that on the ride anymore, but he used to, at the end of the Jungle Cruise, he had a great deal for tourists who's, 2 of his heads for 1 year. So it seems like a great deal. So
it is a great deal.
That's kind of in homage to Trader Sam himself. And this was the Hippopotami Thai. And name. When there's certain specialty drinks, there's a bit of a show. The restaurant is a bit of a show. And so when there's certain things going on, when certain drinks are ordered, stuff happens. So there's a drink called the Pearl, and there's a huge clam in the corner of the bar. So every time someone orders a Pearl, they do a little show. The clam opens up, the Pearl comes out, and then they fill it, right? With the Hippopotami Thai, apparently what happens is if someone leaves the gate open, there's no gate. This is just, if someone leaves the gate open, the hippos get out, and apparently they like to climb into the trees, and the only way to get them out is with 2 shots of rum. So when someone orders this drink, they hit a button and bang, bang, and everyone in the bar goes, 2 shots of rum. And so it's just, everybody knows what to do. There's I forget one. The Nautilus. If you order the Nautilus, they set off a klaxon. Not a klaxon. That's the word I'm thinking of, right?
So,
like an alarm, and they come out with water bottles and they spray everybody, and they make everybody act like you're swimming. And then, but it was so funny because it's like a bullhorn, and they set off the alarm on the bullhorn. Yeah. And then he goes, "This is not a drill. This is not a drill. It's a bullhorn." I mean, it's jokes like that the entire time. The kids that were there when I was there thought it was funny. I think I have a picture of another drink, and I don't even remember what that one was called. Oh, that's like the Island Goddess, and someone made her mad at some point. So her eyes lit up, and of course, by the time I get my phone out, her eyes were not lit up anymore. But you can just kind of see like the ambiance of this place. This one, I don't remember what this one's called, but I did take a picture of the menu.
She was making friends.
Yeah, I made friends all over. In fact, the flatbread pizza, they do have about 4 or 5 different things you can order, was ordered by friends. I had ordered dumplings and like inhaled them because I was so hungry after my swirls on the water. Dole Whips. And so they were like, it was two sisters, and they had come down to cheer on their third sister who was going to be running in the 10 miler the next day. And so the two of them kind of stuck away. They had other family there as well. So they were like, we're not going to eat all this. It was delightful, by the way. So that's an experience if you want to take that. But I wouldn't have done that on a park day. Like I was telling John last week, and I told a few other people, like, oh, Ian's going, okay, yeah, that's another drink that you could order. But like I was telling John, like, if I have park tickets, they're expensive, right? Like, so if I have park tickets, I feel like I have to be in the park or I'm wasting my money, and I wouldn't be doing things like this. And Trader Sam's took a few hours because I had to put my name on the list. I waited an hour and a half before they called me. And then I sat inside there for 2 hours talking to strangers because that's what I do. And so, we're talking about 3.5 hours at this point. I'm not going to take a resort day to do that. I mean, a park day to do that. So I actually really enjoyed being able to do things and go places that I wouldn't normally go because I'm in the parks. Like I'm doing stuff in the park. So if you can ever get a couple days to go and not do the parks, it's weird. It's weird. It's a little bit sad, but it was really a lot of fun. So I highly recommend Trader Sam's. Your kids will love it too. They have the little girl next to me had some, I can't remember what it was called. I say she's a little girl. She's probably 10. But it had like a flower in it, like a real live, like edible flower. And it was so pretty. It was like hibiscus lemonade or something like that. And it was really cute. But anyway, so highly recommend Trader Sam's. Three Bridges Bar and Grill at the new Grand Casino Tower at Coronado Springs that John toured in December. It has an awesome video. Did you put that on YouTube? It's real like artsy fartsy with his like cinematography.
It was on the old TikTok.
On the old TikTok. It's really good. But so out in the middle of the little lake behind, I don't know the name of the lake.
There's a name. I don't know.
It has a name.
What it is. It does. Yeah.
There's 3 bridges that lead out to this little bar and grill, and it sits right in the middle. And you can't make reservations for this. It's walk up. Trader Sam's.
It is table service though.
Yes, Trader Sam's that I went to is like you physically have to walk up and put your name on a list. With 3 Bridges, you can add your name to the walk-up list from the app if you're within the vicinity. I mean, I tried to do it in the morning when I woke up at All Star. It said you need to be closer, so it wouldn't let me do it. So I took a bus from Disney Springs. Nope, I took a bus from somewhere. I don't remember where. Anyway, I got here. Oh yeah, because I had to go from the Polynesian to Disney Springs to make the Lego, and then I took the bus here to Coronado. And when I got off the bus, I tried to go add my name to the walk-up list, and it said it was closed. And I thought, well, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just going to walk out there anyway. If they don't let me in, I'll eat at the Mercado on the way out. Like it's not a big deal. What were you saying about you?
She said Bay Lake.
It's not Bay Lake. No. Yeah. That's what's behind the Contemporary.
Yep.
And connects with the Seven Seas Lagoon. This is Coronado Springs. And I don't know the name of it, but you can probably look it up. It shows it in the app.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
But this is a restaurant. And I walked up and I just said, do you have any walk-ups for one person? She goes, just one person. I said, yes. And she goes, how do you feel about sitting at the bar? And I said, I feel fine with it. Like, I don't mind. And so she said, walk. So I literally just walked into this restaurant that's not always easy to get into because it is just walk up. And I sat down at the bar and it was great. I had, and I actually made friends from Alabama. I mean, the first 2 guys I sat next to were like, not from Alabama. And it was an interesting conversation to listen to. But then this 3 people came up and the guy started talking and it was real slow and real country. And I said, where are you from? And he said, Alabama. And I was like, I thought I recognized your accent. So I had fun talking to them for a little bit. A couple of them were from Florence, actually, which is not too far from where we live here in Madison. So that was fun. But this is the corn dip, their famous corn dip. It's vegan. It has cheese. It has vegan queso in it. I never would have imagined. A lot of things at 3 Bridges are really allergy friendly. If that's a big concern for your family, I highly recommend trying to add this to your list of stops for your next trip. Yes, the corn dip, I would never have known. It was so good. It was really, really good.
So 3 Bridges Bar and Grill is located in Villa del Lago in Lago Dorado. That's what it's called right there.
Dorado. Okay. All right.
Lago Dorado.
There you go. Now we knows. You learn all kinds of
So
stuff.
seekers arrive at the crossroads in search of the fabled 7 cities of gold. Or a romantic lakefront dinner. That's what it says on the...
It was real. So if you could tell from the first picture that we showed you, it's open all the way around. I mean, there's like not walls. It's just open. And it started to rain while I was there, and it was gorgeous. I mean, you could see the rain and you could hear it, and there was like a little breeze. It was really
Can I talk about this picture? Okay.
This picture? Sure.
Yeah. I know. I'll give you a break to get some more of your liquid sleep over there. So this picture, for those of you out there listening podcast land, is a picture of the churros that are freshly made at Three Bridges Bar and Grill. They are absolutely delicious.
They make them to order.
Yes, they do. They make them to order. So I think it was maybe the last week or week before last. Ian was I think Ian commented. Hopefully, Ian, hopefully you're still watching this, because you made the comment about like Disneyland churros being better than the churros at Walt Disney World, which like generally speaking, yeah, like I totally agree with you. However, these specific churros, they're gluten-free, so they're one of 2 places that I know for sure on property that you can get gluten-free churros. The other location being Nomad Lounge next to my brain just anyway, Nomad Lounge at Animal Kingdom. Yeah. So, which is a great place to go. It's kind of like more of a churro flat with different types of sauces and stuff. Here you pick between caramel and I think chocolate.
I did not. I don't think I did.
Yeah, I thought you get to pick between both.
I think it's just chocolate.
Maybe I'm thinking of the churro bites in Mexico and Epcot. But
Mexico
anyway,
used to have the caramel.
These things are absolutely delicious. When they come out warm.
So what happened in this picture is I picked one up and it fell in half.
Yeah,
they were so soft.
Quite good.
And did you already share?
What? Go ahead.
They're gluten-free.
Oh yeah. A lot of things on the menu at this restaurant
are. Very. I mean, like the waiter was going through and telling me all the stuff that was like gluten-free or vegan or whatever, and I was like, whoa. Like, So again, if that's a concern for you or your family, this is a good place to try to stop.
Yep. 100%. So yeah, the churros are absolutely outstanding. By the way, it is 9:37.
Okay.
So we're rocking and rolling.
Here we go. Saturday morning, my friend's in town. We go over to the Wild World of Sports to do our Race Expo pickup stuff. And there's Joffrey's, and I've been waiting for a Joffrey's. I got an ice mocha and a donut the size of my face, and it was really good.
I should have like drawn a little circle and then like moved it to anyway, because it's literally like the size of your face.
Well, that was the picture for no.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. After all of our race pickup stuff, we drove through torrential rain. If you saw any, there were a lot of posts about it on the TikToks and Instagram and stuff about the rain that came through on Saturday. It was heavy, but we luckily made it to the car at Wild World of Sports, like right before it downpoured. And we sat there for a little while, and it poured all the way until it poured when we got out of the car. It poured like literally until we came down the escalator out of the Lime Garage and started to walk across, and then it went to a drizzle, and we were like, oh, thank goodness. But we ate at Raglan Road, and it was so good, and we saw the Irish dancers for 2 seconds before they quit. They sat us behind a wall. They sang one more song, and that was it for the live entertainment.
Day.
I was really sad. But the food was good, and the Irish dancers that we saw for a bit were very entertaining, and the music was very entertaining. I had the bangers and mash, which is sausage and mashed potatoes, and it was so good.
That does look.
It was so good. Oh my word! It was. I mean, like, I'm not a food critic, so all I can say was just like really good. But it was. My friend got mushroom risotto with shrimp on top.
The shrimps,
which I tasted a bite of. It was fine. It's good. I like my bangers and mash better. And we had a lemon tart with meringue on top for dessert.
It looks delicious,
and it was really good. Yeah. Then my friend very graciously ran into Hollywood Studios for me because I regretted not making a purchase when I was there in December. The Chewbacca ears, which are sold out.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was so hard for me. So I'm just gonna, pray they come back. Also, she got me. Oh, I didn't drink my mouse droid.
Beep, 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 beep.
Katsaka's kettle has a popcorn bucket that looks like a mouse droid. And I don't get the popcorn bucket thing, but to each his own. And I've always been like, I'm never going to have a popcorn bucket. I'll get these popcorn. And then they came out with a droid popcorn bucket. And I was like, I need a popcorn bucket. So now I have my very own mouse droid.
Popcorn bucket.
And he's adorable.
Do you think this should have been on last week's show? overrated.
Yeah. Okay, so she got it in the park and brought it out to me. That could have been part of the issue, but I was not impressed. And it was hard. It was harder than I expected. Again, that could have been because it was carried through the park in some drizzling rain, brought to me. Then we went through the McDonald's drive-through, ate the McDonald's, and then I went to get the cookie. But the flavor wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
It was very I don't know. It was maybe too buttery or something. No one even noticed until you like made an announcement.
Okay.
But it was like too buttery, which I didn't even think was a thing. It was a weird flavor. I was not impressed.
Should have gone for the Wookiee cookie.
Next, I love the Wookiee cookie. I like it fine. Good. I don't love it. I like it fine. I would rather have chocolate in my dessert than oatmeal anytime.
It tastes like oatmeal cream pie is like another level.
Yeah, and it was good. It was good. I like oatmeal cream pies fine, but I would not choose that over a fudge round.
Fair enough.
There's my popcorn bucket. Isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness. It's mine. Oh mine.
My precious.
Okay. Anyway, next time I go to Hollywood Studios, I will get a fresh Jack Num Num cookie and I will try it to compare. But I was very underwhelmed.
There she is.
I didn't even finish eating it, y'all.
No.
And I eat stuff that I'm like, this is terrible. And I eat it until I feel sick anyway. So it was really. All right. Sunday morning, we got up at 2:45 and headed to this race.
Hollywood, 1939.
Amidst the glitz and the glitter.
The bustling movie town, the height of its golden age. The Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right. A beacon for the show business.
Take over my takeover again.
Sorry.
I had it on my shirt. You'll see that.
2.5 hours
so
in that
we
library.
Start at Epcot and you run into Epcot. So this was kind of neat getting to see the Mexico Pavilion and the Japan Pavilion.
Do they not have the water going?
No. I mean, you see what I see. Oh, I was like, I told my friend, I was like,
Star Wars fans, this is for you.
There's the ice cream maker guy from The Empire Strikes Back. And she was like, you're not speaking English. And I was like, I'll be back. And I ran myself out of breath to catch up with this man. And I was like, I like your costume. And he was like, thanks. And I was like, can I take a picture? And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I think he regretted that. And then I had to find my friend. But he was running with it under his, just like the ice cream maker guy. And so my friend's like, I don't get what you're talking about. So I had to Google it for him.
Dude totally looks like Mario from Super Mario Brothers.
It was, well, the guy he ended up taking the mustache.
Oh, so that's okay.
Yeah. But, or I saw another guy who looked an awful lot like him without a mustache, but it was amazing. I was like, I think that was my favorite costume I saw the whole day. We saw some fun costumes. Yes. My friend's not a Star Wars fan. I just took some pretty shots.
That's good. I like that.
You're in places where you don't normally get to be at a time of day when you don't normally get to be there, and not with as many people as you're used to.
There's a picture kind of pre-dawn with the Tower of Terror lit up from the back. Right, sort of. I guess was
they can see it in the podcast. People need to tune in live.
I mean, yeah, they do. But I'm trying to do the audio.
Okay.
Descriptive audio thing for it. So anyway, it's a really nice picture. The back of the tower is reflecting on water. So it's nice.
Oh, I got to see a stormtrooper. It was fun. He chatted with me. I was like, thank you. And he was like, I don't remember what he said. Something citizen. I was just like, it's a stormtrooper. Even though it was a first order stormtrooper, I was still a little giddy. Just another.
That's nice. I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So the studios are over to the right, I believe. They have entertainment.
The Jameters.
They had the Jameters. I was so excited. My friend and I were joking because every time we got up to a performer, they quit. There was a singer in the France Pavilion because you went backstage around Epcot and then you came back in and ran around Ratatouille's. And so there was a singer there in front of Ratatouille's. And so we caught her. But then on the boardwalk, there was the rolling piano. Do you know what I'm talking about? The girl with the rolling piano?
Yeah.
And as soon as we got up to her, she stopped rolling and she stopped singing. And I was like, of course.
Oh.
And then we went through the Hollywood Studios and at the amphitheater, Hollywood Hills Amphitheater, where Fantasmic will hopefully soon return. There's a guy who plays the bells, right? There's that big, it's like a big thing of cast iron bells, and he plays it, and then they dong.
Yeah.
And he stopped playing when I got up there. And so we were coming up to the Jameters, and I was like, watch, they're going to quit playing. But they didn't. They didn't quit playing.
There you go.
As I ran by. It was awesome. So there was lots of entertainment. There were high school bands playing along the course.
Whenever I hear them, I seek them out.
I cannot
because they're just
not
fun.
Stop for them.
They're fun.
And then these are just some random pictures from the race expo just to kind of give you a little more there's a lot going on at the expo too. A million photo opportunities. I'm not even showing you. Most of them, I don't think I put the behind the scenes picture of that, just some pictures of Raglan Road. Some of them got a little out of order. And then there we are before the race when we walked through the entrance to Epcot.
I've got one of those Mylar blanket stuff down there somewhere.
Yeah, it was a little chilly when we first got there. Dropping in. The balloon ladies. I don't know if you can see
they are.
So, like,
my
goal in life is to my goal in life is to eventually move to Orlando and become a balloon lady. So if you're not familiar with the balloon ladies, they are just regular people who register for the race like everybody else, pay the registration fee. And they start very last in the very last wave of the very last corral, and they tie balloons to their wrists or wherever. And you have to maintain a 16-minute per mile pace, or you get swept off the course because they got to reopen these roads, right?
And that's inclusive of character stops and photo stops.
Yeah. And because there's I didn't put any characters. We saw Goofy, we saw Pluto, Agent P was out, some of the citizens of Hollywood in different places.
They were out. I didn't know
Mickey
that.
and Minnie.
Okay.
I'm forgetting some. There were several characters that you could see.
The villain from
Yagoobian Goob.
Yeah, from Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah. Goob was there. So it was some really
ones you don't see all the time.
But but you have to if you fall behind that. So those balloon ladies sign up, they start very last and they maintain a very strict 16-minute per mile. So that when you see the balloon ladies coming, you better hustle.
Yeah.
So we're going, because we saw the balloon ladies, we were not passed by the balloon ladies.
Jen
they
says,
make sure that hopefully no one gets swept off.
Jen
they
says
encourage
Perry
you.
and bowler hat guy.
Perry and bowler hat guy.
We'll call him that from now on. Goob / bowler hat guy. Where are you?
There's Goofy, and this is his race, so this is a big deal for him. He's the main guy for the Tower of Terror 10 miler. So
just like right before the finish. Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah.
And then there we are. We finished. We could not believe it. Yeah, we could.
Wait, hang on. I just want to point something out. You wore your Dole Whip earrings during the race.
I wore my Dole Whip earrings. I only took one pair of earrings.
That's commitment.
If you don't know me in real life, I wear big earrings. I'm not wearing any right now. I usually take them off before bed, but I wear big earrings every day.
This is
that
true.
Are some kind of theme. Usually some kind of theme, although I do have some just like regular ones.
Yep.
But I didn't want to have to pack a bunch of pairs, so I just packed my Dole Whips and wore them the whole time.
Pack the Dole Whips.
I got them from Etsy. They're wooden. They're awesome.
Are they scratch and sniff?
No.
Would it drive you crazy if they were?
No. This is getting weird. Have we been on
Travel Tips Tuesday after dark?
Stop saying that. Stop word vomiting that onto the show.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's been a lot of great discussions, a little feedback from her.
It was fun.
Mostly food talk.
I highly recommend going and taking a day or two, especially if you're going for a week, maybe in the middle, and just do some things that are not the parks, because there is a lot. And I just did food. And there's golf, there's mini golf, there's water, like
all those things.
There's Cirque du Soleil, there's bowling, you can go to a movie, like your resort, wherever you're staying on property has, movies under the stars. They have activities, at the Polynesian, you can make a lay. Like there's just so many different things. Scavenger hunts. I don't know how much of that has all come back since the pandemic, but like the resorts have a lot of things to do too. And some of them are free, some of them are paid. They do s'mores. Like it's fun. It's fun.
It is possible to go to Walt Disney World by yourself. It is possible to go to Walt Disney World by yourself and not like go in the theme parks. So there's a lot to do for sure.
And I had a great time.
Would you do it again?
Yes.
Do you want to do it again?
Yes. Do I leave Thursday?
Do I leave Thursday? While she was there, she was like, so what do you think about me going to Disneyland for Star Wars Celebration? So, but no, anyway, all that to say is,
yes, I want to go I don't want to go to Celebration, but I want to be there for things going around Celebration. And then I want to go to Disneyland while
all that to say is, like, for a lot of people, they like to travel with others. Sometimes you need just to
travel not with
others. Sometimes you just need a chance just to you not have to worry about other people telling you like where they want to go and your opinions, and worry about like what time you got to be somewhere and all that kind of stuff. I mean, with some of the dining reservations, it's kind of like that, but even so, I mean, there's a lot of flexibility just to sort of rest and relax. This is not one of those like go vacations and you need a vacation from your vacation. Although with some of the reporting from some things back home, you probably felt like you did. So because that was exciting. But thank you for sharing that. That was really good. And I hope to hear more about that. I guess the next trip report will be in about a month or so. After I go to old Mexico.
We'll be back to John's trip reports. John's
boring.
Another John's trip report. Yeah. John went on another trip.
Yeah. So Tanya Who's Day. So this is supposed to be funny. Insert laugh machine. So anyway, appreciate you all joining us for this. Hope you enjoyed her summary of her trip and her experience. If you want to know more about planning a solo trip or planning a trip centered around Disney food or not going to the parks or even momcations, she's your person. So definitely reach out to her because those things matter a lot. Just to be able to just, again, unplug and be you and enjoy the things that give you joy, I guess. So any last parting words of wisdom?
When do I get to go back?
We'll plan that.
I'm ready.
Talk to your travel agent.
I'm ready.
So
I am literally at this moment.
To yourself. Are you your own agent? I'm just kidding. You're on. Anyway,
I get you to plan myself.
We're talking about we're in the process of planning our next family trip right now, trying to figure out how that's going to work and timing and what kind of tickets and all the different things that we want to do. So we're trying to make that work and figure that out. Ian says go Easter weekend because I think he will be there. So, like a week from this weekend. So Ian, I hope you have a blast for sure. And I hope that you eat all the things. So look forward to hearing from you about that.
Ian can do a trip report.
This is true.
For all his foods.
I'm actually in the process of helping Ian's family from Canada plan his sister's family plan a big trip to Disney.
I always love reading Ian's posts because they have like extra U's scattered throughout. And
they
all
do.
Kinds of fun spellings. I like it.
We're fun. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining us for another fun episode of Travel Tips Tuesday. We look forward to seeing you once again next week, and we will see you again real soon.
Wait, but rate us 5 stars.
5 stars.
Yep. Do that.
What'd you say about the notification bell on YouTube? Smash it.
No, that's what Jen said.
That's what Jen said.
Ring something.
Smash the notification bell.
I mean, that seems violent, but whatever.
Whatever.